Today is Sunday. It's the 3rd of September 2023. And I thought I'd just take a little shot of this. Working on this. It is much cooler, but the humidity's much higher. It's like 90% humidity today. It's only like 80 degrees. Well, this is where I'm at. I'm going to fill this in first. I'm going to, finish cutting some boards. I just been putting them down as I cut them. I know it's probably more efficient to do it all at once, but I don't like doing it like that, so I just do a little bit and put it on. Do a little bit, put it on. They don't work that way on me, and so if something happens and I can't finish what I'm doing that day, at least I got that much done. So that's why I do things like I do. You do things like you want to do. This is really easy to move around, at least it was. I haven't tried it since I put the boards on it, but I know it's going to be a lot heavier if I did want to tip it up to put those jack things on it that I talked about in the other video. I don't think I'm going to do that. This is, I think you could probably even tell, maybe. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is a good bit higher than that. Now, it's a little lower than that and that because those are both about 24 inches off the ground. And these are only like 14 inches off the ground, so. And this is, well, I haven't measured it since I put some boards on it, but I estimated it at ending up around 16. Could be 18 though. I'll measure it and let you know in the next video. The next video I'll probably have it done. I got them boards up there. I picked them up yesterday at Lowe's. That is to finish beefing up my big gate out front. I want to paint them white and do the same thing on the back side of it as I have on the front side of it. It's made a lot of difference, and I think this will stiffen it up enough more that it'll be just perfect. And as I said in another video, there's that boy. When trying to get him to drink that water, I got it up on the porch. I filled up his bowls and I gave him some food just a little bit ago. He just wants to go in the house, but he can stay out here with me. It ain't that hot. And I want to keep him moving around because he's old, and if he just stays in the house with the air conditioning, he'll just sleep all day, and then he's up all night. So this works better because I don't like getting woke up at 2 o'clock and not being able to get back to sleep. Yeah, my shop, my temporary shop, that has been such a wonderful thing, that chop saw. It's great. Years and years and years ago, I don't even remember how long, probably 20 years ago, maybe longer, I bought that for $35 at a pawn shop. It has been a great addition to my shop. And I'm just stepping over everything because I got a lot of stuff in here. It's for a project. As my second little water heater. I got the other one in the house already. And all this is going over in that building. and which I hope this is going to help me do, rather than this thing. I can do some of it on that too, though, especially if we're going to have several days of dry weather. I just worry about getting a lot of stuff pulled out. But this cart, I think, is going to help me a lot, especially with getting my freezer out of that. I've got a freezer, I've got a buffet, a kitchen table, a pantry, all kinds of stuff up in there. You know, that I put in there when I was getting ready to move, and I stayed in this little camper until I, could get a toilet and my laundry and that kind of, and a kitchen sink and stuff hooked up in the house. So I was still in this last summer in 2022. I mean, I was in the house too, but I slept out here and I cooked out here because I had, I had the bathroom and I had it all hooked up to the septic, which I don't now. I disconnected it after I, got my bathroom hooked up in there, or my toilet rather. I still haven't finished my bathroom, but I'm working on it. What you doing, bub? What you doing? Hey, woo! Tango. Hey, come here. Come here, boo. Come on. What you up to? You hot? He don't like the water hose, or I'd wet him down. I put him in the pool, but he don't like that. My girls used to love that. My Labradors, oh, they loved the pool. They loved getting in the pool. They loved the water hose. I'd just get the water hose out and they'd run and bite the water, and yeah, they loved it. I miss them so much. Whoop, something got you on their face? Something bugging you? What is it? What is it? Oh, something's irritating his face. Well, I guess I've yacked enough. I'm going to get back to this. It's so overcast and it's threatening to rain, but it's not raining, so I'm still out here. I'm going to paint them later. I figured I could do that later, and because I got covered area there. I just wanted to do as much of this as I could, because I don't think I got enough boards to do it. But I have some out on the front porch that I put up on just to kind of frame it to where, the tarps wouldn't just blow all around. And I'm going to go... I gave him a big bowl of dog food and he ate it all. But he did drop some on the floor there. But I went and picked it up because I know the ants will be after it. So I picked it all up, but I bet that's what he was looking for just now. He's so funny. It really does feel good. I'm going to walk up here and see. I cut a little grass this afternoon before I moved my car, because I wanted to move my car out there, because I had it backed up over here, and then I wanted to cut underneath it. I cut it all up around there. This is pretty shaggy right there. But let's see. It's 80. Let me see. I think about 86. I think that's what it looks like. This don't have a humidity thing, but I looked at the humidity on the AccuWeather earlier, and it said 89%, and that was around noon, I think. And I think right now it is probably 5:30 or something like that. Finally, you're drinking some water. Filled up his bowls earlier, both bowls. I always try to keep 2 bowls at least. I actually have another set like that, because Zoe had one stand and Tara had another stand, and I got them on the other side over there by the house, and I fill them up with water too. I just don't want to leave it for very long. I rinse it out every day, because you know mosquitoes breed pretty darn quick. I think it's 3 days and they breed in water unless you got something in there, like those dunks. But I don't want to put that in this water bowl, of course, so I just fill this water up every day, clean out the bowl. Say hi, Aunt Pammy. Maybe she's watching the video. You think so? Geez, these look almost as much as they did last year when I actually planted them. I had a trellis coming up on them though last year. A recent video I did about this, I said something about these in there, and I added a link to last year. I think it was in July, that they were really going to town. I was still in the camper then. Oh, I was cooking in there anyway. He didn't like being in that house by himself, and that camper just isn't big enough for him and me. So he was inside, and he didn't like being there by himself, so I slept in there a lot of nights with, you know, just to keep him company. Or I snuck out here after he went to sleep, like you would a kid, you know. Can't believe this is still going. I guess I better go, send it up to YouTube and get back to work. That's what I need to do.